Right foot was on the left for that reason alone, but it was a brilliant flow and move, and that's what you get when you've got Erikson playing so deep. Those passes through the lines, and Fernandes was obviously in that corridor just waiting to set the attack up.
So that was one Brazilian celebration. We had already seen another Brazilian celebration from Gabriel Martinelli, but that was cut short. What was your reading of this, Jack?
We spoke before, didn't we, about transition moments, and that's a transition moment. It's a great run, it's a great ball, and it's a wonderful finish. For me, it's not a foul. I can't see how it's been brought back. It's not clear and obvious. So yeah, I mean, if I'm asked, I'm going at half time. I'm happy with the performance. I'm questioning the decision to bring that back because I can't see how they brought that back.
I think it possibly is a foul, but I certainly don't think it's enough of a foul to be bringing it back and having a review. I don't think the referee should be going anywhere near that screen on the side of the pitch. There's no clear and obvious. That's just, you know, that we're getting back to the stage where we're re-refereeing games here. That's not a clear and obvious situation, and it should just be left. Some people think it's a foul, some people not. Well, if that's the case, then it's obviously not clear and obvious, and it should have been left alone.
I know you're relieved, but in all seriousness, which way did you see that?
I think it's very soft. It's his interpretation of the foul. He's 10 yards away. He doesn't think it's a foul. You go to somebody else, he's got a different opinion. I think Michael's right. It's ridiculous. It should never come back. I think they're a little bit unlucky there, Arsenal.
Let's speak to the former Premier League referee, Dermot Gallagher. You've heard the boys' opinion there, Derm. What's your reading of that situation?
I think it's a foul, Steve. I think he pushed him in the back, and I think he also catches him with his knee in the back of the leg. I think once Lee Mason, the VAR, sees that, he's got to flag it up to Paul because it's impacted on the move. That's where Arsenal won the ball back. If you see here, I think it's a push there, and I think he also catches him in the back of the leg. And it goes straight forward, and Martinelli scores very, very quickly. So their argument will be it's in the attacking phase because it transitions so quickly. But for me, it's a foul.
Yeah, Derm, I mean, I agree. I think it's a foul as well. But that is, I mean, we've got three players here, three ex-players here, and we're all sort of debating, is it a foul? Oh, it's soft. Oh, yeah, I think it might be. You know, Jack's probably not. We're all sort of, yes, maybe not. So surely, even for a referee, it can't be totally clear and obvious that. And don't you agree that that is re-refereeing the game for something that's not an absolute howler?
Yeah, I think there's been a number of vagaries, Michael, like you say, you know, and the problem is that we're not consistent amongst ourselves as referees, you know, like human beings, you know, that our tolerance levels are slightly different, and one sees a foul, one doesn't. When it's flagged up and Paul Tierney goes to the screen, I think he sees that then, and he gives a foul. I can understand why he's given a foul.
And on the word of consistency, Dome, even if we go back to earlier today, in the lead-up to one of the goals at the Amex Stadium, the challenge from Yuri Tielemans wasn't looked at, wasn't even mentioned, goal stood. Is there a similarity here?
I think it's a different challenge, Steve. I think it's an upper body challenge. I think it's a real strong challenge with his shoulder. It's side by side, so that's the difference. What you would say as well, it was checked, albeit very, very quickly, because it resulted in a goal, so the VAR will check everything in the attacking phase. But for me, that's not a foul. If you look, it's side by side, as I say, catches him with his shoulder very, very strongly, but for me, not a foul.
Dermot, thank you very much indeed. We love our game. It is one of opinions, and they will be mixed surrounding that, as you can hear. But the statistic at half-time is that Manchester United are in front. Erik ten Hag worked very hard to get Anthony in, second most expensive player in Manchester United's history. It's his debut goal that is the difference at the break.